Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how a teacher could take students on a field trip to Effigy Mounds in northeastern Iowa, or how a teacher could teach about northeastern Iowa and Effigy Mounds without being able to take a field trip if they had to be inside their classrooms. First is some context. What is Effigy Mounds? Effigy Mounds is a national park that preserves sacred burial ground of Native American tribes. It is located in northeastern Iowa near the border with Wisconsin, right along the Mississippi River. Why would a teacher choose to go to Effigy Mounds? Effigy Mounds is a unique opportunity for students to learn about the history of local Native Americans and to learn about a wide variety of scientific topics, including biology and earth and environmental sciences. Some of the major Native American tribes associated with this land are the Sioux, Iowa, and Ho-Chunk Nation, amongst 20 other various tribes that have all called this place home at one point in time. So, some of the scientific things that students can learn are that the mounds are right next to the Mississippi River. Students can learn about the effect of the river on the landscape via erosion, its organisms and species that call the Mississippi River home, the effect of human settlements, and much more. Northeastern Iowa is also very hilly, so students can look more into the effects of glacial activity in Iowa, and specifically the driftless area and the effects of the Mississippi creating many bluffs and large hills in the area. Students can learn more about the Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge, and talk about the role of government in protecting nature and wildlife and what sorts of activities and laws that the federal government can create to help protect wildlife and make sure that it stays around for many generations for people to explore. Additionally, this is where prairie meets forest, and students can learn about the major distinctions between these major types of landscapes and the differences in wildlife and plant life that the major landscapes have to offer and why they are so distinct. This is also a unique area for flora and fauna due to the driftless area that students can try to identify various plants and wildlife, then research when they get back to school the various wildlife that they encountered. Lastly, there's a small museum at the National Park base which students can explore to learn about the history and natural aspects of this unique land. So, how would this be taught? The best way to teach about this unique land is to take students on a field trip and to hike through the mounds and to visit the museum. Additionally, online, the National Park Service has a educator's guide of about 40 pages for a teacher that wants any information they could possibly want on this area. However, if a field trip were not viable, the National Park Service website does have many high-quality pictures and articles students could spend on time on to learn about this area. I'll show you their website now. Here are some of the pictures that you can see that you could hopefully use to identify wildlife or look at the mounds that they're using, including some of the nature preserves and trails that they could theoretically hike through. Also, the National Park Service has a wide variety of articles and other media that the students could look through if they were unable to make it out there, that they could learn about and read about nature, wildlife, and various other contexts that this wonderful area has to offer.